Hey guys, what up? It's Goose TV here again today. Today I'm back with another Madden mobile video on my channel. Now today's video, guys, we are doing something really fun. We are going to be ranking every single promo in Madden Mobile 21 in this video today. I took kind of screenshots of all the icon logos in the auction house, and we are going to be ranking them on a tier list of different tiers based on what my thoughts of the promos were this year. So we did this last year. I think it's going to be really fun to do it again. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn my post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes. Madden Mobile 22 is coming out next week, and my channel will be the home place for all your Madden Mobile news, as well as when the game comes out. I'm going to do my best to be uploading as much as I possibly can and have some really good fun with this game. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We're almost at 28,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it. Or 27,000 subscribers. I can't even keep track. So I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button for me. So let's get into this video. So the 6 tiers we're going to be ranking them on are the best promos. These are the ones that were the very best, the most fun promos. We got great promos. They were some of the better promos, just they had maybe one or two aspects that weren't the best. Pretty good. They were just, average promos. Meh is starting to get like, okay, this is the same thing. There's not much going on here. Pretty bad is it's a promo that could, it's a basic promo, but definitely could have been better. Some aspect of it was horrible, and then L is just, the worst promos of the year. So I'm going to do my best here to go in chronological order. And then keep in mind, I also left some of the ones that the icons on the auction house out that were like singular players. So for example, we didn't put in Madden Tour, Madden 50, Black History Month players, all the field passes I did not include. So this is all the pretty much individual promos, and I put some of the programs here in as well. So let's get started with the very first program on the list, which is the Legends. So Legends was basic this year. It was didn't go too well. I think a lot of it was really difficult. It was once a week. I think you had chances at pulling the Legends. Some of this is hard to remember. Last night I went back and watched all my old promo videos just to remember some of these. So I think Legends wasn't that great. I think they scrapped it pretty early. I'm gonna say Legends was pretty bad. I think a lot of people just didn't turn out the way it wanted to, and eventually they just kind of turned everything over and said, all your tokens, here's all the badges, and you can get a bunch of players and stuff for them. So Legends definitely could have been better this year. Not amazing. The very first promo of the year was Fired Up. This promo came out with the game. When it came out, and it was really cool because it was one of the only promos that utilized the core loop system that we had at the start of the year, with the team badges and the badges. You had to use Gridiron Dust and blank badges to be able to get the Fired Up badges and players. And something else to note, the first few promos of the year were really interesting because the actual big masters were only pack pullable or live event pullable. You were not able to pull the best masters. There was a couple masters you could go for. I believe they were 80, I think there was 81, 82s and 83s, I want to say, or maybe there's only, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but you could go for specific Fired Up players, and it was a really cool system. The actual live event was like I don't even know what to call it. It was like a little puzzle thing. It wasn't just like a chain. I can't really describe it, but I think Fired Up was one of the best promos this year. At the start of the year, it was really easy. There were some good achievements. I looked, there were some gems and stuff. It utilized the core loop system. Fired Up was a great promo this year. Next, we had Icons, and this is continuing on the promos where we had no field passes on, so it was all of their own players. Now, Icons was a little bit different because it was the same kind of concept. You traded up your players. It was like a kind of a system where you started at a certain overall. You got your players up to 84 overalls if you possibly could. I believe the 84s were almost, I don't even think they were free to play. I'm pretty sure. I think only the 81s you were able to get. But what's cool, you could get the 74 gold players for free, and some of them actually fit on your team in certain situations. And then there was also a big glitch with Icons. I wouldn't even call it a glitch. It was literally just an exploit where people made millions and millions and millions of coins. I took advantage. It's not even a glitch. It's literally just the way that the set worked allowed you to make coins, and people did that set thousands and thousands of times. I'd say Icons was meh, only because there wasn't a whole whole lot going on. The jewels, there was the jewels for the Grandmaster players too, which were either pack pullable or once again you had to spend money. So it was a very kind of a pay-to-win promo at the start of the year, and it had a big glitch. Although it was really nice for a lot of people, I don't think that's something that's a good positive thing. Top 100. Top 100 came out right after that, and this was supposed to be in for a while. I think they said they were going to keep updating it. It was definitely a very cool system. I'm going to put it in the pretty good section. I think the system was good. I think it was still pay to win. It was still difficult to get. It was one of those things where you kind of took a while to get it if you grinded it. I stopped grinding it, but I think in general it was pretty good. It had a nice setup. Definitely a little bit different. I like the promos that have different setups. The final promo before we got into field passes was Power Play. This is another one like that. One of the cool things about Power Play was you got a bunch of different rewards, such as some of the Power Play tokens, and you also got some program packs and different things for just getting some different collectibles. It was almost its own mini field pass format within this single promo. I believe you got some free stamina. I think it might have been only one time, but you got some like 200 free stamina when the promo came out. 86 overall masters. They were pretty basic. I think that was another like pack only master type thing where it wasn't, I don't remember exactly how the other masters worked, but I think it was one of those. It's kind of, I would say if there was one in the middle of these, I would put it there, but I'm just gonna put it in the, we'll put it in the pretty good section. I think that helped a little bit more than I can. So then Journey came out, and the very first promo of Journey was the Kickoff promo, and the Kickoff promo had its glitches, but was one of the coolest promos this year. The Masters, it was the first time we actually had a real Grandmaster, I believe, that you could actually go for, was Patrick Mahomes. The system was very, very cool. You needed some tickets and stuff. Along with that, they had primetime players during the kickoff games. All the masters were 87s, and I believe they were pretty free to play. I think you were able to get one or two even. And the live event structure was very similar to Fired Up, but I also didn't realize that it also utilized the core loop system, which was very cool because you needed blank badges and you need the kickoff, I believe it was the emblems, to be able to get the blank badges and stuff, and gridiron dust and all that, to be able to get the kickoff badges you need. Then there was also two different types, and then we also had the red zone events that unlocked every once in a while, and they were harder events where you could get extra rewards basically for free. One of the coolest concepts, one of the best promos this year. I think Kickoff was in the best promo category. Moving on, we're going to be talking about Team of the Week. Now, this isn't a promo, it's considered a program, but Team of the Week was really good this year, and I think the system was just good. We haven't had a good Team of the Week like this in a while. I'm putting it in the great section. We got gems for it. In general, I think it was really good. There were some coin packs to get some of the base gold players. It felt like old Team of the Weeks. It really did. And like I said, without gems, it may not be as good, but I think Team of the Week was really, really good this year. Flashbacks was next. Now, I didn't remember too much about this. I think the live event structure was kind of weird. It was like a daily chain, and I think you could get some stuff from there. The Flashback Masters, here's the thing, some of these promos just aren't memorable for whatever reason, and if they're not, this probably means they weren't too good. I really think Flashbacks is a meh promo. I don't know if people liked it or not. I really don't. That one is iffy because I don't remember that too much, but I know there's like 90 overall masters. We had some specific pack masters as well, once again. So flashbacks, like I said, don't remember too much, but we're going to go with that. And then we got into Season 2, so I guess we only had 2 promos in Season 1 in Journey, which is kind of weird. They must have been a shorter field pass, I don't remember that. But then we got into Season 2, which was October. Now, October was one of the best months for promos we had all year. I probably need to speed this up a little bit too. Ghostly Gardens, Madden Manor, and Most Feared were all really, really good promos. The thing is, it wasn't just straight masters, it was extra stuff like the orbs that were linking the promos in between. I'm putting Ghostly Gardens and Madden Manor both in the great category, if I can find Madden Manor, and I'm putting Most Feared in the best promo category. Like I said, these are all linked together. They all had their own little puzzles, so you weren't just going for straight masters. But what was also good about these masters is you could get more than one, and this is what what started like the month-long chase players, where we had the the 94s at the end, and you were able to get them free to play because all you needed was 50 badges, and then you could buy every other player if you wanted to. You could grind them out like normal, but if you wanted to off the auction house, everything was auctionable, obviously except the badges, and you got way more badges than you even needed. And then so that was Ghostly Gardens and Madden Manor. It was super cool. It was all Halloween themed. And then Most Feared came out. It was the same thing, and then we had an extra part to the promo with candy. There was a free-to-play stuff at night. You could get more players. There was a Ray Lewis. It was so much fun. There was Boomer Bust players. There was different Most Feared legends. It was one of the best promos of the year. One of the best Most Feareds. we've had pretty much ever. Very, very good promo. Moving on to Season 3, we had 3 promos in Season 3. One of the worst promos, Mid-Season Awards, is an L promo. It's probably one of the worst promos, if not the worst of the year. It was horrible. It was not free to play. It was not fun. It was unauctionable masters. That was the first glimpse we had at that kind of stuff, where we had unauctionable masters. Or not unauctionable masters, sorry, unauctionable pieces for the masters. Like I said, it was really, really tough to get. It was not a fun promo for a lot of people. Everybody hated it, and there you go. Mid-Season Awards was an L promo this year. Then we got on to Madden Feast, and Madden Feast was definitely criticized a little bit as well for being not free-to-play, pay-to-win. I'm putting it in the pretty good because there was still a lot of stuff to do. I like the promos where they have extra stuff to do. You have other stuff going on. It's not just straight masters. There's fun, different events. The live event map was sweet. There was the Gobbler event, the mac and cheese stuff, which obviously some people I don't think liked because it was really confusing and annoying to be able to get everything you needed, but I think it was pretty good. Obviously the Thanksgiving Day Master could have been better. I also forgot to mention about Kickoff. We got a Master worth, but it was a Grandmaster. We got George Kittle on Kickoff Sunday, which was like the easiest card to get, and it was a diamond that everybody could get right away, so just wanted to put that out there. But Madden Feast, like I said, could have been better, but I like the promos that have extra stuff, so I'm putting that in the pretty good category. And then we have Black Friday, and Combine, if he's watching this, knows exactly where I'm putting this in the best promos. Black Friday had the best setup. We had stuff where you could get so many different tickets in different ways, stuff transferred over with the Feast gift card. You could trade in the road signs all for tickets. You could trade in so much stuff, and then there were so many different types of rewards. There were so many packs. There was a Night Train lane chest, which is the most unique thing we've ever had, where you could get loads and loads of gems, coins. It was so much fun. It was a really, really cool concept. Black Friday, you could get tickets for the Black Friday gift and Masters. It was such a good promo. One of the best promos, if not the best promo of the year, at least for me. Then we get into Season 4, where we have Ultimate Freeze, we have Cold Fire Mountain, and we have New Year's. Cold Fire Mountain was the very first promo. I don't think it was a crazy, let's see if I can even find it. I don't even know. I don't see it on my, I'm stupid. Cold Fire Mountain was pretty good, I think. It was, I think, pretty free to play. You could get a master if you wanted to. It was very similar to like a Fired Up, where you needed to clear it was like a chain thing where you could select which way you wanted to go, and you got rewards in there. I think it was really cool. This was also the first step of Pristine Ice, which was, I think, one of the better systems we had for month-long chase masters. I think Cold Fire Mountain was pretty good. Then we got an Ultimate Freeze, which was a little bit disappointing. I think the present rewards weren't crazy. I think they were a little bit harder to get. I think the masters were pretty okay. The art could have been better. The Ghost of Madden were just blitz event, boom or bust. So as much as I'd want to put Ultimate Freeze up super high, I think it was pretty good. I don't think it was super free to play friendly. I remember I spent a lot to be able to get the presents, and it was fun, but I don't think they were super, super good and super worthy of anything better. So Ultimate Freeze definitely could have been better this year, but still not the worst promo we've had. And then out of nowhere, New Year's dropped. I believe it was on Christmas night. I believe the night of Christmas, this promo came out of nowhere. I was laying in bed and I get a DM, yo, this came out. I'm like, what the heck? We didn't get any sneak peeks. We didn't get anything. And not only that, it was a different promo structure that we've ever seen, where we had like the different bubblies and stuff. The masters were free to play. You could get stuff off the auction house. New Year's was one of the best promos of the year. Like I said, came out of nowhere. It was a very cool concept where you could either get 94 masters, or you could get new versions, reprinted masters of 95 versions. Very, very cool concept. The live event structure was different. We had the ball drop where you could collect the different stuff and get more rewards. You got free rewards, free 90 overall players at the ball drop. So very, very cool. One of the best promos of the year for me. Then we got, well, I guess one thing that I'll put is Ultimate Legends, which was the biggest fail. I wanted to put this in here just to put it in the L category. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put it on this list, because this is one of the worst programs we had this year. It was fully pay to win. I don't think many people kept up on it at all. Barely anybody, I think, even got any masters or anything. So we're gonna put that in the L category. Very, very deserving. Then we got into Season 5, which was, I think that was Championship Run, I believe. So we have Playoffs, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl in this field pass right here. Playoffs was, I think, just more of like a meh promo. I think the system was kind of cool because you had some events that were a little bit harder to do. I remember struggling on some of the events, and that was kind of the point, to be able to get them. I think the keys, were very cool. You got a Super Bowl key to unlock during the Super Bowl. I don't think it was the best promo, though. I think it was a little bit harder to be able to get some masters. I think I ended up getting like one master, but that's kind of after this and after pretty much after like Ultimate Freeze and New Year's. That New Year's was the last promo pretty much this year where it was like kind of free-for-all, other than Pro Bowl. We'll talk about that in a second, but playoffs could have been better, kind of meh here and there, not amazing. Then we got a mini Pro Bowl promo, and Pro Bowl once again is one of the best promos of the year. This was a completely free-to-play promo, and what helped was this was part of the month-long chase, and you could get all of the Masters, which I did, mainly because of the reason where you could spend, I forget what sets were available. I think there was just literally just like championship run players you could put in, but you were able to get the stuff. Actually, no, it was just, you could buy all of the players for the sets. I forgot about that. And then there was just a few collectibles here and there, which you could mainly get from stuff from the auction house. So it was almost a full auction house promo. I got all of the Masters. I think a lot of people were able to do that as well. It was a free-to-play promo. It was really fun. The community challenge sucked, but one of the best promos of the year, purely because it was a pay-to-win auction house promo. We hadn't had much like that the entire year, and it was super, super good. And then Super Bowl dropped. Now, I think some people were still able to get some good Masters from this. You were able to get one Master free to play, but I think that was it for such a long promo. It was really disappointing. I'm gonna put it in meh, just because, like I said, I think it was better for some people. Some people probably weren't too upset with it, but it definitely could have been better. I remember a lot of people complaining about the promo. Then they dropped stuff out of nowhere to be able to get the MVP with gems and stuff, which I was able to get, but that was only mainly because I paid. So it was a pretty pay-to-win promo, and I think a lot of people didn't like that, so I'm going to put it in the meh category. Next, we got new, Team of the Year, which was a promo that was not in the Field Pass. I think this was an okay promo. I'm going to put it in the pretty good promo. I think it was pretty free to play. I think you were able to get one or two Masters, but actually, I'm going to put this in the great, because what was also good is people were getting a lot of the lower overall cards on their team to fill them out, because it was 97 Masters, but I believe there were a bunch of 93 players that you needed, as well, the 93 versions of those players, and I think a lot of people used a lot of those on their team. I think it was really cool to fill out your team. If I remember right, I don't remember a whole ton about it. I remember I didn't grind too much, but I think it was pretty free to play. You were able to get a couple Masters, and you were also able to get extra stuff for your team, which was cool. Season 6, we have a couple promos on here. Season 6 was not awful. Campus Heroes, once again, this is another one where I don't remember too much, and it was like the freshman, junior, sophomore, that kind of stuff. Like I said, don't remember too much about this. I'm going to put it in the meh category just because I don't remember it a whole lot. Like I said, it's not super memorable. A lot of the promos I think coming up here are going to be either in the pretty good or the meh. I guess the pretty bad category, I'm going to put, whatever, it doesn't matter. All Rookie, or let's see, the first promo was, the next promo was All Rookie. Another one that was just kind of meh, I think there was St. Patrick's Day, which was a full pay to win. I think I'm going to just put this in the meh once again. It was very basic, I think boring live event structure. I literally think it was just 6 events and a Blitz event, and then it was twice a day, and that's kind of most of these coming up, but I remember it wasn't a super fun promo. It's pretty meh. Like I said, the St. Patrick's Day stuff was purely pay to win if you wanted to Grandmaster, so I ended up getting it once again, but there you go. Next, we got Madden Trail. I think Madden Trail was pretty good. I think the concept was kind of weird, but it was cool. I think it was, you could get a Master pretty easily. I think all of them you were able to get a Master. There's no promos coming after this that you weren't able to get a Master in, but I think Madden Trail was pretty good. I think it could have been better, but it was one of those filler promos that had a good concept, was easy to get. I think it was a good promo. Next, we had Sugar Rush, and Sugar Rush I think was a great promo this year. I think you were able to get a lot of different stuff, a lot of different Masters. The eggs were there were definitely some bad things with the eggs. I ended up getting lucky and pulling some of the ones where you could, I think I pulled a Master in one of them. I think that was how that worked. But it was fun to be able to go after the eggs and the other stuff. I think Sugar Rush was a pretty great promo. I think it did good this year. Could have been better, like I said, which is why I didn't put it in the best promos, because Easter is always pretty good, but not bad. The concept was really cool. I think it was definitely a great promo this year. Then we move on to Season 7, and this is where we're starting to get into a lot of the filler promos and a lot of the promos that are going to run the exact same. For the most part, Free Agency. Free Agency is another, I'm going to put it probably in the, it's really in between these. It's just an average promo. There's not anything bad about it, because you could get one Master free to play. There wasn't anything good about it. You couldn't get more than one Master. It was a filler. The live event structure was boring. It's a meh promo for me. It doesn't do a whole lot. Next, we had the draft promo, which was another of the best promos. You could get so many Masters free to play. There was a bunch of fun stuff you could go for. You could go for the Masters. You could go for the draft picks, which you could pull, from events and everything. Like I said, the main part of that was it was free to play. You could get multiple Masters. It was a great promo. One of the best promos of the year was the draft promo. I think everybody really, really enjoyed it. Moving on, we got Comebacks. I think Comebacks was actually a pretty great promo as well. Mainly, probably because of the reason you could get the free Ocho Cinco, which had one of the best card arts of any promo. I think I got that and Ocho Cinco. So you were able to get 2 masters. The card art was really, really cool. The setup was cool. It was like a very cool card promo, I think. And the art was very cool. Different setup. And it had Cinco de Mayo. That was kind of the Ocho Cinco. So one of the better promos of the year, I think. I'm putting it in the great promo. I think it was a great promo this year. Then we moved on to Season 8. This is where we started to get some very, very long promos. Once again, we have Bosses. Bosses was a great promo this year. I'm not going to put it in the best because I don't think it had enough extra stuff to make it the best, but it was a 2-week long promo, and you were able to get multiple masters. It was a very free-to-play promo. You get a lot of stuff. This is also where we started getting a lot of those extra players you could also put on your team, very similar to Team of the Year. I think Bosses, like I said, was one of the best promos we had. I'm putting it in that great promo. I think it was really, really good. Moving on, King of the Hill. This is another, I'm going to put it in the pretty good category. Very cool card art. Another one of those kind of promos where there's nothing great about it, nothing bad. If there was a middle between pretty good and meh, I probably should have done something like that instead of pretty bad. Then we probably put it in there because it's really just average. But I'm going to put it in there just to kind of fill out this middle section. Then that was it for Season 8 because those were 2 long promos. Season 9 was almost the same thing. It was basically 4 weeks, and it had 2 pretty long promos. Game of Throws, I'm going to put that in the meh. It was another one that was just kind of like, okay, wasn't great, nothing special. Live event structure was boring. Long promo, got bored with it, but you're still able to get a master, so there you go. And then we had Summer Blast. I'm going to put Summer Blast in the great promo. I think it was another free-to-play promo where you were able to get multiple things. I did spend a lot to be able to get the fireworks and stuff, but the fireworks were fun to open. Obviously, they weren't anything special. None of that kind of stuff was special this year. The presents, the eggs, the fireworks, they weren't all that good this year, but it's still really fun to go for, and I like the promos where you have that different kind of stuff. And we had different stuff for 4th of July, and it was fun. We had the out of position masters, very, very cool. I was happy with Summer Blast this year. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a great promo. Then we've got the last 3 promos of this last Field Pass, Season 10. First off was Training Camp, first off was Mini Camp. This was another pretty good promo, I'll just say. The art was cool. It was all 3 of these promos I think are just meh and pretty good, whatever. I'll put them all in the pretty good just because it's the end of the year. They're still fun to get, whatever. There's 103s. There's nothing special about any of them really because they're all just average. I'll put them in the pretty good just because it's the end of the year or whatever. Not many people are playing them, but that is my promo tier list. So the best promos that I ranked this year was Kickoff, Most Feared, Black Friday, New Year's, Pro Bowl, and Draft. Those were the best ones. Some of the great promos: Fired Up, Team of the Week, Ghostly Gardens, Madden Manor, Team of the Year, Sugar Rush, Comebacks, Bosses, and Summer Blast, and then all the other ones kind of down at the bottom. So let me know what you thought of this video. I had a lot of fun, and some of the promos were really good this year, and I'm excited for next year to see what we're going to get for promos and how that structure is going to work, and hopefully we can come back at the end of next year and make another tier list. So today's post notification shout out goes out to Neil21. Be the first person to comment on a video for the next video's post notification shout out. But anyways guys, that's just about it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm the Goose TV, and I'm out. I will see you guys later.